We live? We live. Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking out Seed and Soil Podcast here at Impact. I am here with my friend, the one and only Riley Right On Time Sanders. That's what we're calling you now.
Great to be here.
Yeah, didn't know if you knew you had a nickname, but you do. First time, is this your first time like in front of a camera?
I think so. Other than this past Sunday doing announcements.
Yes, which
But,
was awesome.
yes. A little nerve wracking, but hopefully the more I do it, the more I get used to it.
Yeah, so Amanda says, hey Amanda. Glad you're here joining with us. I'm trying to see if there's a way, y'all give me just a minute, for me to see comments better than what I'm doing now. I guess, Luke, you're just going to throw them up because I can't really see them. Okay. Well, yeah, if it's your first time, checking us out or seeing our church or anything from our podcast, again, welcome. Glad that you're here. I got Riley here today. We're going to talk about some things going on in our church. We're going to talk about serving a little bit. And maybe we'll talk about your days in the worship band back in the day, in the praise band.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe we'll get you to sing us a few songs just to get us a little special.
We don't need less people coming to the church.
A little special music time. It never hurt anybody. Yeah, so we'll give everybody a few minutes to get in here. If you're here, make sure you drop your name and your where you're watching from. Are you at work? Or are you are you in prison? Or are you? Hey, I mean, it could happen. Or are you? I don't know.
Maybe at home.
Maybe at home. Could be. Are you at the barn, doing stuff at the barn?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Where else could they be?
I don't know.
Are you?
Maybe on vacation.
On vacation.
Because the schools are out this week.
True, winter break. So maybe you're home with your kids, and you've got your headphones in, and you're hiding in the bathroom. And I just want you to know that's okay, and I understand.
It's all about self-care.
It is. You got to have it. It's important. We'll give just a couple more minutes. Where else could they be watching from? You could be watching from, I don't know, outside. It's beautiful. You said trampoline? Airplane.
Oh, okay.
That would be crazy. I don't, we should do, where's the craziest place anybody's ever watched? Have we got any more comments, Luke?
We don't recommend watching while driving, so
I bet you there's always one though, isn't it?
be safe.
There's one. There's got to be one that's watching right now while they're driving.
Maybe they're just listening to us.
I'm a big right before bed guy. Watch most of the videos. Are you passing anything right now for?
Let's see. I've cut out alcohol.
Okay, that's good.
And I'm trying to cut back a little bit on sweets.
Okay.
So, with the middle of March, with Chad Posey, I'm doing the Spartan race. So I'm trying to get more in shape for that. That's easier said than done. But, just trying to cut out all the bad calories and bad food coming in. So I'm trying to just eat a little bit healthier.
A few of us are doing Lent, and I am on day 2 of no YouTube, except that I have YouTube pulled up right now because I'm having to look at the comments. But I knew you were about to judge me, and I appreciate you not doing that. So, well, I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for hanging with us. Again, if this is your first time watching or listening, welcome. We'll go ahead and get rolling. So, Riley serves in a few areas of our church, kind of the do-it-all guy. You want to talk about a little bit of what you do at Impact? I would love to know. I guess we'll talk about what you do now in a minute, and then we'll talk about March Mission Madness, which is something that's coming up. It's really exciting. But just really quick, tell us about how did you get to Impact? How did you find our church, and what led you here?
Okay. So I went to another church in this area, and right after I graduated, when I was in college, it was just like they didn't have many offerings, because I guess everyone was busy and they either moved out of town and stuff. So there wasn't really anything, I guess, worship-wise maybe for young college kids.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something with people around my age. And then my mom found Impact on the internet. And I sort of knew there was a church. That's when y'all were at the Fine Arts Center.
Okay.
I didn't really know what y'all were about, but I saw all the boxes and everything in the trailers.
Yeah.
So I was always a little curious, but I guess I, just never took the time to come there. But then my mom mentioned, I think it was late 2017. And so we came to our first service then in November, and I've loved it ever since.
And that was what year?
November 2017.
2017.
Yes.
Man, so 6 years, 7 years for the part of our church?
Yes.
And it's kind of, you were on Load and Load Out at one point, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the main guys for Load and Load Out, because we used to not have this awesome spot to worship in. We used to have, at the YMCA and at Fine Arts Building, we would have have to unload, set up every week. You ever miss that?
I know sometimes I do, just like, I guess for the closeness, and you have your specific team, getting to bond with them,
Yeah.
and then sort of like discussing what's happened throughout the week. But I don't miss getting here about 8 to 8:30 a.m.
Right.
and trying to set up everything. It was very frantic, especially for the sound team, trying to get everything working, because there's been a few days or a few times to where they had some technical glitches.
Yeah, just a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, nor do I miss that. I think it was cool to see, and we're going to talk about serving today, but like, I mean, our church literally did not happen, and it still doesn't to a certain extent. But then it was like, without our volunteers serving and giving their time and showing up early, I mean, there was no stage, no lights, no sound, no nothing, So, cool. And so now, talk a little bit about what you do. I know Riley's a part of our core team, so we have a group of about 10 leaders that meet on Tuesdays and pray together and grow together, and pretty much are the ones that made things happen. But he's a part of that team. What is it specifically that you do at our church?
I'm the facilities director, so if there's anything that needs to happen inside, outside the church, I can get with people that are with a specific task to where, if something needs to get done with landscaping, painting, or anything, I'm over that and can designate for a specific person to do that.
Yep. Amongst other things. It's funny because
Yes.
we all have a title, but we do 1,000 other things.
Yes.
He's also our certified counter on Sunday mornings.
Yes. So if you see me running around crazy like and just counting randomly, that's me. Getting
That's
the
him.
numbers.
Yep. And so, but we love Riley. I mean, if you don't love Riley, you don't know Riley. That's my motto. So, yeah, I mean, talking about serving. I mean, like, and it's cool that you're heading up this March Mission Madness, and I feel like who better than you? I've told you this, but to kind of lead us into helping people. What's up, Isaac? I see that you're watching. What's going on, bro? Who better? Because I think you have a servant's heart and know exactly what it means to serve. So if you're a part of Impact, then this is going to be super useful information for you. And if you're not, then maybe this will tell you a little bit about our church and what we're about. So I guess what was the original? I know this was something you said you did back in your youth group when you were a part of another church, right? Well, how is that where you kind of got the idea from mostly?
So basically, in our youth group where I came from, we went to this event called March Mission Madness. It was anywhere throughout Georgia with I think the Georgia's Baptist Association. And basically, if there's a community in need, maybe there was a natural disaster that came through or anything of that nature, we go and help them, whether it be, painting stuff, picking up limbs from a graveyard, helping a community or the people in it, picking up sticks or landscaping. And there's some times where we just went to a nursing home and we just sang hymns with them. So it's really diverse in what they did. And I just love the mission aspect to where basically you're glorifying God and it's not about you. So you can sort of see how God works through people.
Yeah.
And to me, that really spoke to me.
And this was at Sardis,
Yes.
correct? So shout out Sardis
Yes.
Baptist Church here in Hartwell. Rich was your youth pastor?
Rich Douglas.
He may not ever see this, but shout out to Rich, one of the best humans ever. And yes, we are 100% ripping them off as it pertains to the idea.
Yeah.
Obviously, every church I think has different needs in its body and ways they can help the community, so it'll look a little different than what they did. But beg, borrow, and steal was one of the things I learned in seminary, which is not what you would expect, but that is one of the things that I learned. And we're gonna take that, that which spoke to you so long ago, and serve some people in our communities. If you're wondering what March Mission Madness is, essentially, and we'll go through week to week what it's going to look like, but essentially, we're wanting to serve, and you have March Madness, right, college basketball, and you may not care that much about that, but what we're going to be doing is just serving every weekend in March, those of in need and here at the church and other things. So what would you say is like the goal of March Mission Madness?
Okay, so what I have written down is to help and spread God's word in our community through acts of mission work and compassion and connection.
Love it. Yeah, and it's cool the connections that we get to make through this too. I think is a huge part of it. I'm excited to be able to help some folks and do some stuff around the church and and here in the community. So again, every weekend except once in March, we'll be doing March Mission Madness. For everybody that's watching, and again, maybe you're not a part of our church, and hey, maybe you're at another church and you're watching this and you want to do something in your community, or hop if you come you're a church here in Hartwell, you can join in and do something as well. I mean, we stole this, so so you can steal it. It's fine. So yeah, what is going on the first week? So not this coming weekend, right? But the next.
Yes,
the first weekend of March Mission.
Yeah, I believe March 1st. Excuse me, 4th.
March 4th. Okay.
And basically, what we have planned, and this is subject to change a little bit, but we're going to clean up the church around here because this is the first year we've been in this building, so there's a few things we need to like tidy up and sort of paint over.
Sure.
And also, if we have enough people sign up for another team, we can go to maybe some elders' houses or people that in the community that are in need, to where we can do like light landscaping if we need to go to the grocery store for them, or if they need anything moved around, just like acts of kindness that we can sort of help them with.
Absolutely, it's gonna be good. So excited about that. I think if you want to sign up, if you come to Impact, you can sign up here on a Sunday. We have a sign up sheet on our guest service table, our connections desk, I think is what it's actually called. So you can absolutely sign up there. What's up, Brandon Coffin? I see you there. Yeah, so you can sign up on Sunday, but if you want to sign up online, you can do that here too. So you can just put your name in the comments, what week you want to serve, and we'll get you hooked up. We'll send you a direct message and get you on the team. Because the more people we have sign up, the more we can do, right?
Yes.
I mean, we want to do as much as possible. It is very fluid. Even this first week, what we're able to accomplish will be really related to how many people we have signed up.
Yes.
So if you haven't signed up and you love our church and love our community, do that. Do so this Sunday, or do so on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching. Send us a message or just write in the comments. I'd love to help on whatever weekend, and we'll get you signed up. So that's the week one, painting some stuff around the office, and there's some elderly folks around that need some assistance in some things. I was talking to Miss Donna yesterday. She's got a list for us. So I'm sure Miss Marcy's going to have us a list. I'm trying to think who else. Anybody else. And if you're watching this and you're a little older and you need some help around the house, please message us and let us know, right?
Yes.
I mean, we're looking for some people that may need some help as it pertains to just stuff around the house. I mean, we're definitely not experts with a lot of stuff, but we can, pull, break leaves and
Yeah, we can do general maintenance.
general maintenance.
We can't rewire your house.
And
that might not be safe.
Riley's general maintenance list, what he's able to do is a lot better than my general maintenance list. What I can sweep, cut grass, change a light bulb. That's about it. And his is a little bit bigger than that, but I guess not much. Okay, so that's week one. Then the next week, week two, I'll talk a little bit about, because it's that Friday. One of the things, and we're going to talk more about this in a minute as well, but that Friday, which is March 10th, the second weekend of March, we're going to help do something for the schools here in the community. So one of the things that we're about to add that we're really excited about, and we already have adopted Hartwell Elementary. We bring them coffee and keep them energized because they love our kids and we love our teachers. And so we already have adopted Hartwell Elementary and provide coffee. We just brought Valentine's Day cakes and things with a big card that all our folks in our church signed to give to the teachers and the staff there. Pastor Christy kind of heads up our school adoptions because she's a school nurse, so she's got the connections. We're adding 3 more schools here over the next few months to those that we're adopting. And so we want to adopt. Our goal at Impact is to adopt every school here in the area and bless them. I know a lot of churches are already doing some stuff for schools, but we want to partner with whoever's working with those schools already and aid, because we just feel like teachers are some of the biggest, and staff, not just teachers, but cafeteria staff, administration, janitorial, and all that are big influences on our children and our ministers. Our call today is a calling, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not called to do it, and so we want to help people that are. And so all that to say, basically, I know I just realized the lights are going crazy back here behind me. I tell you what, I know why too. It's because that laptop went dead. I bet you. It's all good. We'll just have a light show behind us. It don't bother me. Y'all just ignore that back there. Okay, we're
Nice
here.
backdrop.
Yeah, we're just part. I just announced it, and it's just a party. Okay, we're celebrating today. Anyways, so March 10th. That second weekend in March, we're going to be bringing biscuits to all the staff to those schools. And so the schools that we're going to be adopting will be talked about at another point. But so that's what we're doing that weekend. So we need people that can literally, all you have to do is help deliver biscuits. That's it. Where church is paying for him, but we need people that can bring him to the school and drop off. I mean, it's just going to be just kind of a drop it off and leave kind of situation. So that'll be the second week
Yes.
our second weekend. Sorry, in March. All right. What else? What's going on third week?
And then I think the last week we're still trying to plan out a little bit.
Right.
So
Not doing anything the third weekend in March,
Yeah, not the third weekend.
unless you want to help me move.
Yes.
I'm not going to quit throwing that out there. I'm just
Okay.
gonna, every now and then,
Okay.
yeah.
Because moving can be very interesting.
Yes, exactly.
But, so for the final week, basically we're going to create like a little care team that can visit or send cards to homebound people in the community. And if anyone needs prayer or, just wants to or needs someone to talk to, we can be there for that. So we're still trying to plan that out and see, I guess, the fine details of it.
Okay.
So,
But just kind of visiting people and praying for them and more of a spiritual care situation. So, cool.
yes.
So that's it. Anything else adding to that? I mean, any way you want to recruit some folks? I mean, this is for pretty much anybody. I mean, you may not be skilled in certain things, but you can go pray for folks, or
Yes.
you can deliver biscuits, or if you're a little bit more handy around the house, or, we could help, you could help us here at the church or help
Yeah.
some of the elderly folks we're going to go help.
Because I think at the church, the main things that need to get done, we're going to repaint the parking lines. We're going to do some woodworking with the outside door panels going into the office because they're a little rough. They might need replacing or repainting. And then we're probably going to pressure wash a few things outside, just general maintenance. Because I was talking to Emily, and she said that we already have like a landscaper and then like the person that cuts the grass.
Yeah.
So we're still like some fine details around the church.
Okay, cool. Well, that sounds great to me. Super excited about that. And again, if you want to sign up to help on any of those weekends, the first, second, or the fourth week, just send us a message or sign up Sunday. You can comment below and on YouTube or Facebook or whatever and let us know. I want to close today. Nothing lengthy today. I did want to close today talking about serving. We've been talking a lot about on Seed and Soil, like how spending time with God, how it's the most important thing, ways to do that. And obviously that is the most important thing. And, I feel like if you serve but you lack that, then you'll probably get burnt out, right? You've got to flow. You've got to serve out of the overflow of what God is speaking to you in the quiet time, right? But if all you do is pray, and all you do is read the Bible, it's almost like you're like a hoarder. You're not sharing. You're just piling things up, and you're not sharing anything. For you, how has serving helped you grow personally? Just being on the team, being a part of Impact where you have to serve. I mean, we had to have you. How has that changed your relationship with God? Has it, and how so?
I'll say maybe like just talking one-on-one with some people, with other volunteers, and maybe seeing where they are in their walk with God. And it sort of helps me, if I need a devotion to read or something, there's always good recommendations.
The connection that happens
Yes.
on the team. That's good.
And maybe like, let's say when I was in youth with March Mission Madness, talking to other people we were serving, just seeing where they are in life and, how we could help them and serve them. It's just like, it's all about the connection and, just learning from everyone.
Right. I love that. People ask us a lot, like, what's the best way to get involved and impact? And I always say connect groups and like on a team, serving somewhere, because on those teams you build community with the people that you're serving with. You learn about their families. You learn about what they're going through, some of their struggles. You learn about the things you have in common. Hey, Miss Lee, what's going on? She gave us a wave emoji. We'll take, Miss Lee I was wondering where you were. We can start the party now. We got the party lights in the back going, Miss Lee, just for you. But anyways, I think those connections definitely they happen on the team. Yeah. Yes. And the cool thing too, I think, is finding, like for me it was huge because it was like I was able to live out what I was receiving, right? I was able to give what I got, and like I said, because if you don't, you're just kind of hoarding it all together. So, I guess a few takeaways from this conversation, I guess, is that we're not just called Seed and Soil. It's not just about spending time with God all the time and not doing anything else, and praying all the time. And like God wants us, like the Bible says, our faith without works is dead, right? So, how do we do that? Well, we do that through serving here at our local church, but also through what we're doing in March Madness, which is serving our community. So, I'm excited about it. Raleigh, thank you for being here, and thank you for hanging out with us. I think it's going to be a great month. I'm excited about what God's doing. We got baptisms this Sunday.
Yes.
Hype about that. And then we got March Mission Madness, which we're gonna get to bless some folks in our community and get to hang out with some of our lovely older people, and
More
bless them.
experienced
More experienced,
Yes.
little seasoned people, and just get to bless them and help them change some light bulbs and stuff, and then we get to bless our schools, and then just go and pray for some folks. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? Final last words, man.
I don't think so, but I'll say, like, since this is the first year doing this, if something doesn't work out, we can always change it for next year.
Yeah,
So it's not
yeah.
like we're doing the same thing every year.
Yeah.
So I'll say with that, it's always subject to change a little bit, but we're just trying to see what fits best for our community too.
Yep. Kind of a gig around here is you make a plan, but then you plan for the plan not to go as planned.
Yes.
But that's kind of part of the plan.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. See what I'm saying? So anyways, you got to just trust God. And we're going to be flexible. However many people we get to sign up will be what we're going to get to do. But we'll obviously have pictures and some God stories from it, I'm sure. But Riley, thank you for hanging out. And your heart for this church and our community is something I hope I can have, and grow more into, man. I think
Thank you.
you talked about, for sure. You talk about compassion, man, and you exemplify it. And if you know Riley, you know that. So let's get some We Heart Rileys in the comments, whether you're watching this live or watching this later on, because this guy's awesome. So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. I haven't got any more comments. So if you have any questions, I'll give you just a couple minutes in the comments. Luke, you'll throw them up there if there is any from YouTube or Facebook. Any comments at all, or questions about Mission Madness, questions about Riley? Is he single? Yes, he is. That's the answer to that. And I'm joking. Don't get weird on us, Facebook. No. So I'm just trying to help you out here, man. I'm trying to put you out there. If you have any questions about that, about how to serve in our church, what's the best way to get signed into that, or about what we're doing, we'd love to answer those questions. And if you have questions about the lights, that's my fault. That's the answer I have for that. I don't know how distracting it is. Probably if you're just listening, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But cool. Okay. Well, again, you can ask questions at any time, and we'll respond to those questions. And thank you for listening and watching. And hope you guys have a great day. Riley, again, thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you. Hope to see you Sunday, either online or right here.
Tell them, Riley. What time?
11 a.m.
Riley's preaching.
I don't know about that.
And
But we
he's-
can try.
And he's singing a special that he used to sing in praise band. Song called Trading My Sorrows.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm talking about?
We might
Waves
have.
of mercy, waves of grace. How's the sign?
Oh my goodness. It's
You
been so
remember the
long.
You remember the waves
Yeah,
of
waves of
mercy?
mercy,
Yeah.
waves of grace.
We're doing that.
So.
Everywhere I look. That's it.
Yes.
Where my 90s babies at? Y'all know what we're talking about. I
That
see
was
your
a
face.
long time ago.
We have to bring that one back. All right. We'll see y'all Sunday and next Thursday for Seed and Soul Podcast. Bye.